Today I will make a low-calorie double smash burger, so let's get into the video. I will first start making a sauce that is a little bit low in calories. To start off, I will add in a bowl 20 grams of a low sugar ketchup. The one that I use has 40 calories and 100 grams of ketchup, which is pretty decent for a condiment. Normally the next ingredient would be a mayonnaise, but because mayo has over 600 calories and 100 grams, I choose to go with a non-fat Greek yogurt. 20 grams of that is enough. Then I will add a tiny bit of the water from the pickles, maybe 1 tablespoon, to add a touch of acidity to the sauce. Also, I will slice 1 pickle into small pieces and add them into the bowl. And that's it for the low-calorie sauce. Now I will stir everything until it becomes a creamy pink-colored cream and put it into the fridge. The next step is to make something that in my opinion belongs on every burger, and that is caramelized onions. For that I will peel 1 red onion, you can also use a white one, and chop it up into small pieces. Then I will heat up 1 small pan to medium heat, add 1 spray of oil, and then I will fry the onions for around 1 to 2 minutes until they start to become translucent. Now I will use a small amount of balsamic vinegar, just a teaspoon, and then I will fry the onions for another 30 seconds until they start to caramelize and become brown. This, by the way, tastes amazing on every piece of meat. Next up are the buns, and I will go for a classic brioche bun. This bun has around 200 calories. If you really want to cut down even more calories, you can swap this out for 2 slices of bread, which will reduce the calories to around 140, but today I will go for the regular buns. Now it's time for the meat. To make a low-calorie burger, I will use 150 grams of 5% fat ground beef. The regular ground beef that you buy from the butcher shop usually have around 20% fat, so of course it will be tastier and also juicier, but it will also have double the amount of calories. Now instead of making 2 patties out of the meat, I will form 2 equal-sized balls. I will add some pepper and salt and roll the meat into the seasoning so the entire meatball is covered. Also, I will cut 2 small pieces of parchment paper. This is a trick that I learned to avoid adding too much oil when smashing the burgers in the pan. You will see what I mean when I fry the burgers. And the last thing to prepare is cheese. I will use a low-fat American cheese with 50 calories per slice. I will only use 1 slice of cheese that I will cut into small pieces, because in my experience, if I add 2 slices, half of that ends up in the pan and is wasted. Okay, it's time to make some burgers. I will spray some oil into a big pan on medium or high heat. Now we'll add in both meatballs, and then I will add the parchment paper on top of them. Take a spatula and any object that is heavy. For me it's a can of salt. You don't have to spend money for burger presses. In my opinion, they are a completely waste of your money. I will press down the patties, and because I have parchment paper on top, the meat don't stick at my spatula, and I can just take the paper off and have 2 clean smashed burger patties without using any oil while pressing down. I will fry the burgers for around 2 minutes on one side without touching them. Then I will flip them, and because of the smashing technique, the burgers will develop a nice crust that have tons of flavor. By the way, if you want the maximum amount of crust, you can use a cast iron pan if you have one. As soon as I flip the burger, I will add the cheese on top, and then also add my buns into the pan to add some additional texture. Please check them every 10 to 15 seconds because they will burn very quickly in the pan. Here's another simple trick to let the cheese melt a little bit faster. I will add a small amount of water into the pan, close the lid, and now let the steam do its work and melt all of the cheese. This is a nice way to let your cheese melt faster if you don't want to overcook the meat. Okay, now it's time to build. First, I will give both sides of the bun some love with my nice sauce. Both sides will get around 2 tablespoons each. Then I will add both burger patties on top, and then I will add my caramelized onions on top of both burger patties. The cover gets on top, I flip the burger because I chose the wrong side to start, and there you go. A low-calorie double smashed burger with sauce and caramelized onions. If this doesn't deserve a click on the like button, I don't know what does. Now the entire burger comes in with 516 calories, 48 grams of carbs, 13 grams of fat and 51 grams of protein, and is around half the macros of a regular double. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, and see you in the next one.